Now for our second match, and that's also from the First Division. It's from the Midlands, Wolves versus Spurs. Wolves without a point this season against Spurs, who've got 1 point from their 2 games. Commentator Ken Wolstenholme.
The Midlands area, flooded during the past few days by torrential rain, has dawned bright and warmer than of late, a more cheerful weather scene that has made the Wolves fans hope for a change in their fortunes. Not since January the 24th have they won a Football League game. But in midweek, they thrilled their fans by losing to Derby County in a game which produced 6 goals in 15 minutes. As a result of that, Wolves have stiffened their midfield department by bringing back Danny Hegan, a close-season signing from West Bromwich Albion. Another close-season signing, Bobby Gould from Arsenal, steps into the number 12 shirt. The Tottenham Hotspur, who've gained 1 point from 2 home games, give Joe Kinnear and Roger Morgan their first games of the season and pin many of their hopes on the England combination of Alan Mullery and Martin Peters. Altogether, they've got 8 internationals in their side, which cost over £800,000 in transfer fees. The referee, Mr. Harold Williams, comes from Sheffield. A goodly crowd, Tottenham Hotspur to kick off. One linesman from Pontypridd, Mr. Fly, and Mr. Wheaton from Reading. Both these teams looking for their first win of the season. Throw to Wolves. Bailey. Just a slight breeze. Blown towards the goal that Spurs are defending, and here's Peters, number 10. The nose. Bailey. Throw to Wolves, Hugh Curran, number 10. Good throw, good running by Bailey, but not quite quickly enough. Oh, and a bad mistake by England. That was one of those indecisive moments which no First Division side can have. Derek Dugan as sharp as ever in on that dreadful back pass. The Spurs nearly conceded a goal out of nothing. Mullery, Chivers, and Chivers, a lot of power, he scored! Chivers came through with an awful lot of power then. A lucky rebound, but he scored after 13 minutes. The lucky rebound was really a very weak tackle by Bailey. Watch as Mullery slips the ball to Chivers. As Bailey comes in to tackle Chivers, he goes in very weakly. The ball just ricochets off his right foot, and Chivers, showing a great deal of strength, hits that between 2 defenders into the net. And a foul by England, holding Dugan down. Clash of the real giants, Mike England there and Derek Dugan. Look at the size of them. Hegan with the free kick for Wolves. Parkin. A corner kick. Good shot by Parkin. Very difficult to know what to do when Spurs have brought back 11 men in defence. It's a corner then to Wolves. Bailey. Curran. Where's the referee? No goal. Curran finding Jennings off his line. Jennings quick to get back. 1 or 2 of the Wolves players, though, thought Jennings had fallen over his line, but the referee was right on the spot. Certainly, Spurs have that quite a big edge in class in midfield. Peters to Chivers. Now Peters, Mullery gone forward. It's Alan Mullery. He's playing so well in midfield, combining well with Perryman and Peters. it to Hegan. Wolves hoping for a free kick, not getting it. So away goes Kinnear. Mullery wandering off into a nice open space. There he is. And laid on now for Morgan. And it's a goal. 5 minutes from half-time, and a lovely goal scored by Morgan.
Great running off the ball by Mullery. Made that goal. He ran square with Kinnear, pushed the ball through to Chivers, and then Morgan coming round on the blind side of the defence, running onto that flick from Chivers, and it was the second goal.
Roger Morgan gets his first goal of the season in his first match of the season. That's the position, and not a happy one for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Second goal of complete simplicity. Berryman to Morgan. Mullery. That was tipping badly from Alan Mullery. A terribly difficult ball for the goalkeeper to take. Hegan. Munro coming up on his right. This is Munro. Number 8, Hegan. Determination at Bailey to Curran. Oh, what a shot! That was the shot of the match so far from Hugh Curran. And you could see how much the crowd loved that sort of shooting. And the whistle goes for the end of the first half. Spurs, who took the lead through Chivers after 13 minutes, and after 40 minutes, Roger Morgan made it 2-0. Wolverhampton Wanderers facing problems now. 2-0 down on their own ground to Tottenham Hotspur. They've now conceded 9 goals in 2.5 matches. Certainly, Wolves are going to have to show a lot more sharpness up front than they did in the first half if they're going to worry Spurs at all in this game. Mullery. That one from Gilzine, now McCalliob. And spin the Wolves trouble all through the first half. So many misplaced passes by Gilzine. Oldfield brought up one miraculous save in the first half. Ominous clouds coming overhead. Looks as if we could have another one of these Midland downpours. Peters for Tottenham. There's a lucky rebound for Chivers. Knowles. Up to Chivers. Mullery. Peters. Mullery. Well, Mullery, the ball just wouldn't come to him quickly enough. It was beautifully worked move by Mullery and by Peters. Throw in to Spurs. Chivers can send in long ones when he's got a mind to. Gilzine. England sportingly apologising to Oldfield, but there isn't a footballer on this pitch that would have blamed Mike England for going for that ball. Gilzine, a good header, he laid it on, put Wolves in trouble. And a free kick this time, given against England on Dugan. Free kick to the Wolves. than the man facing the ball. And McCallio, Egan, and the corner kick. Parkin coming up, almost catching the Spurs defense, going the wrong way, creating an open goal situation. Wagstaff going to take the corner for Wolves, and another corner. Yes, 20 minutes of the second half gone. Not a happy second half for Wolves, even though they haven't dropped further behind. They're still 2-0 down. Wagstaff. Spurs have everybody back in defence. Morgan to Gilzine. What a quick break by Tottenham. That was a lesson in how to pass a ball straight across to Kinnear. Murray, and marked on the right is Murray. Kinnear to Perryman. Peters to Perryman. That was good running off the ball to create the space to Gilzine. Well, a wretched finish to a beautiful move. Wretched finish by Alan Gilzine. Must have stopped his foot. Good steady downpour now. Morgan. Chivers to Murray. To Peters. And Oakville somehow got that away. Good, brave goalkeeping. He was under tremendous pressure. This isn't a very quick build-up, but there aren't many Wolves players getting back to challenge in defence. Mallory to Peters. Mallory. To go! 20 more minutes of the second half gone, and Mallory completely shocked Oldfield. Oldfield was taken by surprise, I think. Poor old John Oldfield just doesn't know what hit him. Now that's 10 goals in 3 matches Wolves have conceded. Mallory. Chivers. Gilzine. Peters. And Gilzine running well inside the back. Corner kick. And I think Parkin is hurt, is he? Well, he's only got a few seconds left to suffer the agony before he can have proper attention. Gilzine ran well behind the back then. And the whistle goes for the end of the match. The 16th Football League game without a win for Wolverhampton Wanderers, beaten 3-0 by Tottenham Hotspur.
Wolves, of course, still chasing their first point in the First Division, and so too Manchester United, the team we saw in the first match. But here are his comments now on tonight's coverage and also the match in which he played. Bob Wilson, the Arsenal goalkeeper, and well satisfied once more this week, Bob, with the Arsenal performance.
Marvellous week for us, really, David, and today it's been a great performance for us with a side that obviously we're having a bit of trouble with injuries, but the lads who are in are doing a fantastic job, they really are.
What are two strange names really in the Arsenal side? I mean, there's Roberts, isn't there? There's Eddie Kelly and young Ray Kennedy.
Yes, well, they're strange at the moment, but I don't think they'll be strange for long. I think we're going to hear a lot more. John Roberts is doing a very good job for Peter Simpson. Eddie Kelly's already stamped himself last year, and Ray Kennedy I'm sure we're going to hear a lot of.
And I bet you've heard a lot of John Radford in the dressing room after that hat-trick today.
Oh, yes. John was very, very pleased. Another hat-trick for him. He's had one every year now for the last, I think the last 5 seasons he's had a hat-trick, and he's very pleased with it.
Actually, the goals came in various ways, and possibly defensive errors, Bob.
Yes, well, here was the first one from a dead ball situation. A free kick, Eddie Kelly moves in, and John meets it with his left foot, and Alex Stepney's wrong-footed, really. And the second goal came from a ball pushed out to the right wing. This is young Ray Kennedy onto it. Ian Yore faces him. Ray swings it over. There's a bit of a challenge there, and John Radford's left very much unchallenged, and he strikes it in with his left foot. David Sadler making an effort to recover. There's the man who scored it. And the third goal, a nice little move really. The ball came to George Graham, who showed lovely close control before pushing it to Peter Storey. Now it's a lovely weighted ball, first time. Ray Kennedy again into the danger area, and a little bit of suspicion of a miscue there from John Radford. I suspect that it went off the outside of his right foot, but they all count.
You wouldn't say it was that clever, in fact?
No, I don't think so. I must admit, I think that was a little bit of luck there, but it was in the net.
That second goal, Bob, the United defence was in an appalling mess, wasn't it?
Well, it was really, and I'm afraid the highlight of their, to me, was that they were so susceptible to any high ball. In fact, most of our goals came from crosses, and we looked very dangerous, although, again, great credit due to John Radford and Ray Kennedy, who had the beating of them in many ways.
You may remember, Bob, last year when we'd got bad weather conditions and so on, we covered a reserve match at your ground, Arsenal reserves against Spurs reserve, mainly because Jimmy Greaves was playing in the match.
Yes.
But I saw young Ray Kennedy play then, and he did impress me in all this. He scored a very good goal, and my impression watching the recording tonight was that he was involved an awful lot and is working well with John Radford.
Yes, he was working very, very well. Here we see George Best, an uncharacteristic pass which is picked up by George Armstrong. He hits a diagonal ball, a fine ball, but here you see a marvellous running off the ball itself by Ray Kennedy. The effect of this running is to stretch the defence and also to get them turning. As Ian Yore comes to challenge here, Ray puts the ball behind him, it's swung over, there's the challenge, that's George Armstrong who's run all the way, John Radford again totally unmarked and almost having too much time, David Sadler unfortunately going off his left foot. Fortunately for Arsenal, and here we see the third goal, George Graham passing to Peter Storey, a first-time ball into the middle. As we stop the action, we see the height Ray Kennedy gets there, above Ian Yore, nodding it back down into the danger area, and John Radford finishing it off with that outside of the foot gem.
Bob, we were talking about the United defence. They've obviously got one or two problems there. What about their attack?
Well, they've got so many good players, David. I feel that we always feel that they're capable of scoring goals. Even when we were 2-0 up, we were saying, don't be surprised if they get a goal. They've got good players. They've got Best and Morgan and Bobby Charlton, and you always feel this. But
didn't their best effort, though, come from Nobby Starr? I think it was this save of yours, wasn't it?
Well, it was early on in the first half, resulted from a scrimmage, and the ball came back, headed out, and Nobby hit it with his left foot to my right. And I saw it very well, and I was happy to hang on to it. I also had one early in the first half, a header from Pat Crerand, and I made ground very quickly because you know once you challenge you have to make the ground. But I must say I was particularly chuffed today with one when it was George Best and he was through on his own, tight control, and I just managed to get it away from his feet. That one particularly I was pleased with because George has such close control, and normally I look for a yard, and with a player like him you don't have it, so I was pleased.
You are watching ESPN Classic, the Dead Good Sports Channel.